It's the Pinty's Grand Slam of Curling on a spring Thursday evening in Toronto. It's the site of the Players' Championship for 2019. From venerable old Maple Leaf Gardens, now known as the Mattamy Athletic Center, part of Ryerson University, it is going to be the site all week long for 12 of the top men's and women's teams looking to be crowned the Players' Champion. 12 teams, 6-team pools. The women's side, Pool A right now. Robin Silvernagel of Saskatchewan off to a terrific 3-0 start. Tracy Fleury at 2-1 with a victory earlier against Jennifer Jones. Rachel Homan at 2-2 with her second victory. She clinched the Pinty's Cup and the bonus cash that goes with it. Pool B, Anna Hasselborg, Casey Scheidegger at 3-0. Chelsea Carey is at 2-1. And head-to-head, two undefeated teams in Hasselborg and Scheidegger. Hi, everybody. Alongside Joe McCusker and Mike Harris, I'm Rob Faulds. One team will be 4-0 when it's all said and done. And as you saw in the tease, Anna Hasselborg has been a revelation and quite a story for the last 3 seasons.
That's right. Although coming in off a little bit of a disappointing World Women's Final, she had control of that one and ended up losing to Savannah Tiranzoni from Switzerland. But as you say, Rob, this team's unlimited talent certainly bodes well for their future. 3-0 out of the gates here, and without their own equipment, we'll get more into that later, but Anna and her team, they're a force to be reckoned with. They're going to be really tough here tonight. Facing Casey Scheidegger, and Joan, full credit to you. About 3 seasons ago, you said, watch this team. They have a lot of talent, but just really haven't been on the full Grand Slam stage. Well, here they are at 3-0.
That's right. Just over 2 years ago, we saw Casey Scheidegger win her very first Grand Slam, and since then has struggled a little bit with consistency. I would say that they had to learn how to play on the big stage, in the arena ice, and with the 5-rock rule, but they look good at this event. Cruising along at 3-0, we know that they need to match up against the Olympic gold medalists, and they'll have to be good at every position to keep pace with Hasselborg.
And we know how good Anna Hasselborg is. Let's take a look at how they match up head-to-head. Brought to you by Boost. Be up for it with Boost. 5 times they've met. Hasselborg with a 4-1 record against them, all in Grand Slam competition, including a 2-1 record this season. But when it's all said and done, only one team will be atop the standings at 4-0. Anna Hasselborg, we know how good she can be. And Casey Scheidegger facing very tough opposition, looking very good this week in Toronto. It's the Players' Championship, next on Sportsnet.
Choose to take on the day. So when you need nutrition on the run, choose new Boost Protein Plus. With 27 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals, it's balanced nutrition that goes where you go.
Some people see the world a little differently. Where others see problems, they see possibilities. And they have the curiosity and ingenuity to turn those light bulb moments into awesome realities. We know who you are.
Pinty's Chicken Wings, just like you get at the pub. Official sponsor of the NFL. Are you ready for some football? Pinty, making great food fun.
Really? Man, this is what I feel like when I wear regular shoes. Cramped and uncomfortable.
We can arrange a little upgrade.
Which is why I wear Skechers wide fit shoes. They have extra room throughout. They're like a luxury ride for my feet.
Try Skechers wide fit shoes.
What's the real difference in a Toyo tire? Technology that protects you at every degree? Construction, ready for anything, anytime. What really makes our tires different? A higher degree of safety. Celsius, Toyo's all-weather tire made for added comfort and grip, whatever the conditions. Toyo tires, driven to perform all year long.
Look at these fans watching hockey from home. They can get closer, with great NHL prizes. Wow, Blaze with the assist. Like tickets to any game instantly. Score! Smile with Blaze for a chance to win tons of hockey prizes.
The Stanley Cup playoffs tonight on Sportsnet and CBC.
Here's Johnny.
It was their best regular season in 30 years.
Flames will finish first in their division.
Now Calgary wants more.
What a season for the Flames captain.
But first, a Norris Trophy favorite will need to stop Colorado's superstar center.
My goodness, Nathan McKinnon.
Let the games begin in Calgary. Avs Flames Game 1 tonight on Sportsnet and CBC. Pinty's Grand Slam of Curling on Sportsnet presents the 2019 Players Championship. Brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures. By Humpty's Family Restaurants, more great quality food for less. By Princess Auto, helping you make it work. By Boost, be up for it with Boost. By Coyote, if you have work to do, Coyote has the tractors and UTVs to do it. Coyote, we dig dirt. By Pike Creek Canadian Whiskey, crafted by the elements. And by Pinty's, making great food fun.
Toronto, and you see sun starting to set and lots of action inside the Mattamy Athletic Center, formerly Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. And what a great facility they have turned this into for the university. And let us meet the teams for Draw 9 in our feature matchup. Anna Hasselborg of Sweden, Casey Scheidegger of Alberta. The lead, Sophia Maberg, celebrated her birthday on Tuesday against Christy Moore of Team Scheidegger. Jessie Hyen, Agnes Knockenauer. The seconds. The thirds, two very good ones in Sarah McManus and Carrie-Ann McTaggart. And the skips, an Olympic champion, and Anna Hasselborg and Casey Scheidegger ready to go. Draw to the button determines the hammer. They both pinned it to begin, so they had to do it again. This time no sweeping. Christy Moore's effort. Very nice touch as it slides just top button, 23.5 centimeters. So Sarah McManus tries to better that. The other turn starts to go. You hear go, go, go. Everybody encouraging it. Oh, he's so very close. 25.4. So it is Scheidegger who has the hammer to begin this battle of the unbeaten. Hasselborg with the Yellowstone. Scheidegger has the Red Rocks. Scheidegger with the hammer, 17 and 18 in her career on the Grand Slam. Hasselborg without, 28 and 21. And here is the recent birthday girl, Sophia Maberg. 91% leads the way.
Love the call. Looking for the tight guard. Perfect.
I might as well just throw it there on your own too, eh?
Christy Moore, her numbers this week, 3 games.
Top 12. Yep, gotta go. Light. Yep, hard. Line's good. Hard. Line's good. Hard's a goal. Puppy. Hard. Straight up. Line's straight. Hard. Whoa.
It just ticks that center guard and will roll into the house.
Yeah.
Allows Maberg to go after that red stone and eliminates it.
With the 5 rock rule, another chance to roll buried. No opportunity yet to play at that rock short of the rings.
Hit and roll.
Very nice.
Breaks go on nicely behind the guard.
say a little down maybe, hey?
You can't hit opposition stones, but you can certainly hit your own, and that's the call here in the 5 rock.
Nakanauer, 84% this week. Number 5 on the list of 12.
Helvete vad rakt det gick. Satan vad rakt det gick. Bra spel. 10-6. A little sticky near the end here. I think it'll
That
go
wasn't
down.
the idea.
Well, this is the opportunity after the miss. You talk about playing a team that you respect. For Team Scheidegger, they're going to need to make the most out of these shots. You get the miss. Now split the rings and try to hold your chance to get 2.
Your rock, I think, Chris. Get back. Not really much. 7-8. Go deep. Go deep. Deep. We're there. Is that necessary?
No. And that will roll all the way out of the rings. There were 2 other women's games, 2 men's games in this draw 9, and keeping an eye on those, Kevin Martin.
Well, we've got lots of action going on. Yeah, it's kind of a race to 2 wins for sure. That could get you at least a tiebreaker in the mess somewhere. A 3rd win will get you into the playoffs direct. So on sheet A, got Team Einarson at 1-2. So a win here would be huge to get them into something. Team Yoshimura has to win this game at 0-3. Winning 2 games will get them to 2-3, and that'll be good enough to get them into something. On sheet B, Team Epping at 1-2 against Team De Cruz at 1-2. A massive game for both teams to have a good chance of getting into the playoffs. On sheet C, Team Cooey at 1-1. Team Adine playing very well at 2-0. Kevin Cooey needs to come up with a really solid game here and win this one. And on sheet E, Chelsea Carey, after a big win earlier, 2-1 against Team Fujisawa, a really good team from Japan at 0-3, which is a bit of a surprise to me. But with 2 wins, they could find themselves in the playoff hunt. I'll keep you guys updated all the way along.
With those Japanese teams needing a victory tonight.
That's good. It's good. Wait.
Well, that golden opportunity with the miss from Hasselborg didn't last long. It's a draw slipped through the rings. So Scheidegger will be looking for the blank now.
A sweeping error, actually, by Carrie-Anne McTaggart, and Christy Moore just didn't realize how fast that rock was moving.
Shooter stays in the rings.
Sorry. Det är bra. Control.
82% for Carrie-Anne McTaggart.
Hard. Let it go. Hard. For a piece. It looked like she just turned that in. Yeah, weight wasn't bad at all.
Turned it in, you heard them say, and it sweeps by.
An unforced error.
Känns lite grovt. Ja, det är mycket. Bra fart. Känns lite grovt. Okej. Fin fart. Bra linje. 8. Rör sig ganska mycket. Måste gå. Måste fart. Gå. Den är kort. Fart. Måste in. Gå.
Boy, big work here. Nakanauer and Maberts, are they going to get it to the rings? No.
Well, not.
Just some surprising misses in this first end you would not expect from either team.
String through. A little more. Easy. Clean. Just clean. Clean. Yep. Ooh. Whoa. All the way. Go. Hard.
And see if they can hide that. Got a nice roll, but wide open, and now leaves that for Hasselborg to maybe hide behind those two yellow guards.
Second throw I really like.
They definitely force in play by moving over to that side of the sheet, if the roll can be made.
10. Kanske lite mindre. Mindre. Sa du mindre, Anna? Ja. Jo, det är Karla. Ja. Det är lätt spår ändå. Ja.
Show you how focused Anna Hasselborg was. I was just checking to make sure it was Sophia's birthday on Tuesday. Anna looked at me and said, "What day is it today?"
It's a product of traveling a lot.
Yeah,
that is.
Exactly.
You get locked in, you know when you're playing. And
Not quite. Moved a little bit towards that corner guard, but not quite buried where Casey Scheidegger can't take a run at it.
Just like bumper. What you threw. I got 10-2 on hers.
First indication was to roll away here, so still looking for the blank. Doesn't want to roll buried and leave Hasselborg a run back and perhaps stay buried for the force. Just respect for Anna's hitting ability there.
What kind of wait for? Yeah. Bumper. Okay.
Good numbers for Casey. First among the skips.
Yeah, hard! Really gotta go! Hard! Hard! Gotta go hard!
going to stay. Oh, it clips off the yellow and will roll away. Oh.
Wait, that's good.
Split the rings now for Hasselborg.
Okay. Your weight was good.
Yeah, I thought so.
Just the team is surprised by the little bit more curl in the ice tonight. Have to make that adjustment.
We definitely noticed in the last game the intern in that spot going away. Actually, the intern generally curled more than the outturn did. So. Still a bit of an unforced error there. Chance for the force now for Hasselborg. Anywhere in the rings will do it.
Starting to slide, need it to come to a rest. And it will.
Go back to that spot where Carrie-Ann McTaggart threw her hit.
2 hits.
Made the one hit.
Well, both
threw them both. Yeah.
Both over curled.
Yes.
The second one rolled. They weren't trying to go all the way over to the corner.
They know this spot.
Oh, Hasselborg forcing Scheidegger in this opening end. Last rock.
Just clean, easy, clean. Solid, clean, clear. Like a lot. Okay, go, Chris. Go, Chris. Okay, you're all right. You're all right. It's fine. You're okay.
Finishes nicely, and it will be a count of 1. So Hasselborg forces Scheidegger to begin here in Draw 9, underway at the Players' Championship in Toronto.
Choose to take on the day. So when you need nutrition on the run, choose new Boost Protein Plus. With 27 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals, it's balanced nutrition that goes where you go.
Company bonus.
Company bonus. Number 1 employee?
At least you're not number 2?
Seriously.
Some rewards are better than others. Download Humpty's Guest Rewards app from the App Store or Google Play and get 1 point for every dollar spent for future discounts. Humpty's Guest Rewards. Reward yourself today.
World Financial Group has as its core values integrity, reliability, honesty, hard work, and service to others. Our more than 9,000 licensed Canadian associates stand by these principles each day. They ensure that as they help families take control of their money and make it work for them, they do it the right way, every time. Through the companies represented by WFG's affiliated licensed WFG associates, offer families insurance, investment, and retirement products from many different well-known providers. This power of choice can make a world of difference. Build a future your family can count on. Contact a WFG associate today.
Pinty's Chicken Wings, just like you get at the pub. Proud supporter of the Toronto Blue Jays, 2-time World Series champions. Pinty's, making great food fun.
What's the real difference in a Toyo tire? Technology that protects you at every degree? Construction, ready for anything, anytime. What really makes our tires different? A higher degree of safety. Celsius, Toyo's all-weather tire made for added comfort and grip, whatever the conditions. Toyo tires, driven to perform all year long.
Pinty's up. Dave going to put Kevin Martin to work. The action on sheet E. Carey and Fujisawa.
A really nice hit and roll by Fujisawa into the 4-foot area, and they looked at the out-turn angle raised, they looked at the in-turn angle raised, they looked at the in-turn tap, decided on the in-turn tap. So trying to go an in-turn through the hole here, hack weight, trying hard to keep this thing straight. But as sometimes is the case in the first end, there's a little extra curl. So it's a great hit and roll for steal of 1, Fujisawa.
Needing the win at 0-3. Hasselborg and Scheidegger in a force in the opening end. Scheidegger took 1. Hammer belongs to Hasselborg.
Does not curl. Really taking its time trying to make that move over to the corner. Great weight. So this might be a game of ice reading for these teams, both making early mistakes and reading the amount of curling spots or lack thereof. And that did not curl up either.
Really good. It's actually almost fully board.
Game of adjustment. Curling. You have to realize that conditions change, or what you might expect might not be there early. Definitely will change as the game goes on.
And part of it is believing what you see. And sometimes you can get a read off of the opposition's stones depending on how they throw it. And sometimes you don't. So there's a lot of trust as well in trying to figure out amounts of curl, putting the broom in the right spot.
Let's check in. There was scoring in all the opening ends of this draw 9. Carey Anderson with the hammer scoring 2 against Yoshimura. John Epping able to pick up a deuce, facing Peter de Cruz and his squad. Kevin Cooey, a count of 2 against Nicholas Edin in a rematch of the World Men's Final. And then Steal by Fujisawa against Carey in the opening end.
Very nice.
Pretty simple two-ender looking. Look at shaping up here for Hasselborg, though. With Scheidegger ignoring those two stones on the other side of the sheet, they're hoping for a roll out.
Well, that one will stick around.
That's good enough.
Third shot, but yes. Works to force Scheidegger to hit it.
Yeah, roll in. Whoa. Yep. Roll. Whoa. Pause. Clean. Whoa. 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 Yes. Yes. Hard.
Trying to urge that out is Hasselborg, and she's able to sweep it out.
That's okay. That's okay, Anna. Good thing she's bigger than me. Nej, jag kan spela den här.
Jag tror att det går som nedsamma här liksom.
Ja, 14-0 på tidigt. Ja.
Oh, a nice chance for Sarah to split the rings, find her draw weight.
Bra fart! Bra linje! Kalla tidigt! Så ni kan gå. Bra fart! Ja, gå! Det är så ni kan gå. Det ser löst ut härifrån.
Wants to come to the tee line. Doesn't want to leave this high where Scheidegger's team could do a cross-house double.
And to the tee.
Bra, bra.
It is.
Ja, absolut. Nice to roll.
Yeah, roll in a bit.
Yeah, your weight was really nice.
Easy. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Okay.
Again rolls out.
That was same weight?
Yeah.
Just two different results in the same spot.
Ha lite ner, Karl-Lise! Samma linje! Bra fart! Samma linje! Bra fart! Vilket tid? Gå lite rakare, gå rakare! Gå önset rakare! Vart är den någonstans? 14-2, ligger bra fart! 14-4! Fint! Ja. Ja, det är absolut en och en halv meter längre. Ja, absolut. Det är bra. Alltså den där satt och jag tyckte den var tajtare. Yeah. Den här var tajt.
Mission accomplished. Gets to that second shot stone.
Yeah. Nej. Ja, den var ju nice.
Still hoping for a miss, though, is Scheidegger. And if she noses this, then Hasselborg could actually freeze and maybe being at least force Scheidegger into a tougher shot. Could possibly get the jam. Not willing to take on the freeze on the other side of the sheet, so we'll see what she does.
I think she'd be happy with taking her 2 points.
Oh, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Just clean.
But she could just draw over there as well, just as easy as hitting now at this point.
Jesse.
Rolls out again.
10-4.
Yeah, we was good.
Good weight.
Det känns som det flyter på samma som den dragningen du gjorde.
Ja, det var ganska abdomen. Hade det var här precis som linan. Vad sa du? Hade du precis om linan? Ja, exakt.
14,6 nu. Men likten är bra. Ja.
Well, she's seen Sarah McManus on this path a couple of times, and Hasselborg following it.
Yeah, the sweepers should have a very good idea of this path now. It's the same thing. They want to bring this to the tee line and not leave it high. Well done. So still looking for the inside roll, want to get to shot stone and force Hasselborg for a hit and stick instead of a free draw for her second point.
This one sticks around. But a hit and stay for Hasselborg will give them a deuce.
You get a little further in, like if it's down, like down there. As hard as we can make it.
We've certainly seen enough rocks in this spot. It's based on what we've seen from Scheidegger. Key just not to overthrow this. Let the sweepers get involved.
Jag tror ni kan hålla dem. Tror att vi kan ha ett ullspel, lilla du där? Tack. Tror du är closarna? Ja.
And for Hasselborg, final rock, second end. Looking to remove that red rock. Oh, going to catch it. Is it going to be enough to stick around? No, it's only going to be a single. Great opportunity to score two, but has to settle for one. And a 1-1 tie after two ends of play in this battle of the unbeatens between Hasselborg and Scheidegger in Toronto.
Choose to take on the day. So when you need nutrition on the run, choose new Boost Protein Plus. With 27 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals, it's balanced nutrition that goes where you go.
At Coyote, we're going to treat you like dirt because we hold dirt in the highest regard. We're honored to find it under our fingernails, lucky to be caked in it at day's end. It keeps us humble, honest. Dirt gets taken for granted by most. But if you know us, you know getting treated like dirt means getting treated with respect. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Quite creek on the rocks.
Pinty's Chicken Wings, just like you get at the pub. Official sponsor of the Calgary Stampeders. 20 Western Division titles and 7-time Grey Cup champs. Pinty, making great food fun.
At Golf Tech, your highly trained coach will use our fact-based training system, a combination of video and motion analysis, to pinpoint exactly where your swing needs work. Swing evaluation now on sale for only $95. Game on. Swing better, play better. Golf Tech.
Introducing Post-it Extreme Notes. They stick on wood, brick, metal, and plastic, no matter what Mother Nature throws at them. Water resistant with Durahold paper and adhesive. New Post-it Extreme Notes. Sticks in tough conditions.
What's the real difference in a Toyo tire? Technology that protects you at every degree. Construction, ready for anything, anytime. What really makes our tires different? A higher degree of safety. Celsius, Toyo's all-weather tire made for added comfort and grip, whatever the conditions. Toyo tires, driven to perform all year long.
Welcome back inside the Mattamy Athletic Center at Ryerson University, formerly Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, the site of the Players' Championship. This is draw 9. Team Scheidegger and Team Hasselborg tied up at 1 after 2 ends of play.
Game of misses so far. There's been a couple of opportunities gone by the wayside, especially by Hasselborg in this game.
Both teams, really.
Both teams, but yeah.
Reading spots in the ice. Ice reading seems to be a bit of an issue. Tricky in spots that both teams are having trouble managing.
That's it. 6. Clean. 6, I'm thinking. Yeah. Line's good. Room. 6. Don't want to. Wait, real good. Line's good. Make it good. Line's good. You can go. Line's really good. Yeah, really good line. Try and get all the way over here.
Oh, not too deep. Not too deep. Easy.
Good. Nice.
Pleased to be joined now by Casey Scheidegger for another edition of Rock Talk. First things first, I want to tell you how impressed we were with your little vignettes at the Men's World Championships in your hometown. You were very professional doing those little updates.
Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun. So I was really happy to do it to promote our sport and my hometown.
And your hometown went crazy for it. It was jammed. It was loud and enthusiastic the entire week.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I was really proud of Lethbridge.
Think another one.
Well, they don't have the tricky stones like we do.
No. Is that the same as me, though?
I don't know. I probably need less than you, hey?
Yeah.
Is that little less ice?
Than me?
Was that less ice? Pardon? Is that less ice?
Than me.
Yeah. Quite a bit less. I can give you even more or less if you like.
A chance to put a little pressure on here now with the hammer.
Clean. 5.
Easy. I'm
Got a good break there.
Never, ever.
Hasselborg bumping in their stone.
No.
Might return the favor here.
That's exactly what I was going to say, is that both teams are falling into these tricky paths in the ice.
Give me my fancy rock.
There's a track there for sure.
Both sides.
Casey, coming to the Grand Slam from winning in curling clubs, what's the greatest adjustment that you have to make?
I think a little bit of ice. You know, curling club ice tends to be a little bit different than the slam ice, so just figuring out our releases for arena ice has been something that we've been working a lot on, making that transition to be able to adjust the release based on the ice conditions.
And it seems a little tricky out there tonight again. There's a couple of straight spots on that outturn side, at least this end anyway, Case.
Yeah, we're struggling a little bit to figure out what it's doing here, so it'll be an interesting game for us anyways.
A double attempt here now. Very nice.
I didn't see it move. Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, that turned around pretty quickly.
Kind of crotch it. Or maybe a cross like this looks pretty good too. I think a cross. I like that better. Heel.
Okay, Jess, straight up.
Good, Jess. Sorry, I didn't think that would curl very much. It did.
Casey, when you're working with this team and you and Jesse living in Lethbridge and the 2 other players in Grand Prairie, how do you overcome that kind of distance?
Well, it's nice to have 2 and 2, and I think some teams that have like an import player don't have that luxury to be able to practice with at least one teammate. So it's nice for us that we have, 2 of us in one place and 2 of us in the other. And, all being from Alberta, it's, flights are easy to get for us to meet in a central place like Edmonton or Calgary. So that's definitely beneficial. And I guess the fact we like each other is also really helpful.
For sure.
Yeah.
Another run back required here.
I think the same care. Even if you just get that one, it's pretty good. Okay. I'd like to hit it a hair on that side. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Yep, maybe. Get the other one. Okay. That's fine.
Decent result there. In case now that this is kind of the end of this first year of the 4-year cycle, and I know you try to build your schedule. What have you guys had that long-term chat with this team, and what do you see moving forward, and what are the challenges maybe?
Well, I think that, we're all kind of, well, not all of us, but Christy has an established family, so that's good. But the other 3 of us are thinking about, family planning. So that's definitely something that's on our radar and definitely brings something to the table that we have to talk about and think about. But, as of now, our plans are to stay together for the next cycle and see what we can manage to do. Obviously, continuing to be at the Scotties is a big thing for us, and we want to get there and compete and play well. So that's kind of our main goal right now.
Well, you've had great success. It's terrific seeing you on tour. Thanks for doing this, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks so much, guys.
Casey Scheidegger of Alberta, tied at 1 with Anna Hasselborg.
Very nice. Kept
Very nice. That's good.
the rock that she advanced in the rings, even though it's not shot stone, it's there to be used.
And it's lined up nicely with that guard as well. So a little mistake from Hasselborg. Even if she throws the guard, there would be an angle run there for 2. Again, will have to come into the rings.
Komma här är nice.
Ja, precis. Det är svårt runt där.
Ja.
Yes.
Sen försöker komma ut och bara visa halva liksom. Ja. Jag leder mina ganska mjukt liksom.
So Anna's actually going wide on the outturn side here.
Eller vill man vara gadda?
Got a Pinty's update. Kevin Martin watching the action on sheet D. What a matchup, Kui and Adine.
A terrific matchup. Yes, these two know each other, don't they? But Nikodine trying to put that yellow guard and get it right through. This is for 3, but has to thread the needle.
Yeah.
7/8 of the rock. Just get by the red one. Hits it a bit thick. After everything settles, it's still 1 point for Team Adine, but boy, that was close to giving up a steal. But 2-1 here on sheet Delta.
Anna got in the hack and didn't like the look of how far around that center guard rock would have had to curl.
I wondered that too. It's very difficult to take away this shot with the outturn.
The intern's a much simpler shot, and so keep your shots easy and their shots difficult. That's usually what you try to do as a skip.
Either way.
The danger, if the guard is made, Scheidegger always has that run back on the left-hand side as we're looking at it. If she ever missed it and the guard is there, Anna can go around and possibly steal 2 here. So there would be some significant risk for Scheidegger to play the run back on her first stone.
Oh, there's the guard.
Let's update some of the scores for you. Yoshimura responding with 1 in the second after Anderson scored 2 in the opening end. So is the case for Peter de Cruz. He picked up a single in the second, trails John Epping 2-1. And on sheet E, Chelsea Carey scoring 1 point against Satsuki Fujisawa.
Do you think it's going to be any straighter right here, Chris?
Try the run, but if we get the double heel, that's fine too.
Okay.
So playing that angle raise right now on her own red stone.
You heard the tolerance. If we're going to miss this, miss it high and make the double peel. So, good discussion. And there's the danger, as we talked about, now now it's a double guard, in fact. Now Hasselborg can get right into the top of the forefoot, and steal a 2 is in the mix.
Yeah, just take the whole way.
Now it's just a case of Casey knowing what the tolerance was. If you hit the outside of that rock, it's fine, but just not able to execute that tolerance.
Right, poorly thrown. Never great when the person in the house yells, "Hurry," before you've let the rock go.
Happened to us all. No?
Oh, yes. If she'd only yelled sooner, she could have released it a little wider. That's
Gärna hålla lite. Bra fart. Bra linje. Bra fart. Ja. Bra fart. Linje. Helst inte.
See the split time there, 4:32.
Well, that was light earlier this week, but Anna has a very slow slide and a positive release, so that might get there.
Looks like it will, right to her Yellowstone. Little tap there.
And big trouble now for Scheidegger.
Bra snack.
I don't love that. Well, I don't either, but we don't really have anything else besides side of the pin. It's pretty straight here. Like, I think we can get there, or else just slam that in. Yeah. What do you like better? That or trying to come to here? I don't know if that's there.
The run looks easier from here.
That looks better? Okay.
No.
I think this will be real straight here. Yeah, this side is straighter, hey? Yeah. Yeah, we want to hit.
Well, they're looking at this angle run back. The other call was maybe just to throw the straight draw through this port to the side of the button, but they'd have to just miss that outside red one. This is either way. It's very tough, and I'm not sure. Well, you could be able to get 2 here if you hit it perfect. You have to hit it very close to the right where the T and Pinty's hits that yellow stone, almost right in the pocket. Hit the yellow one first. I think Scheidegger would be happy. Well, it looks like she switched to the draw where that ice is now, or the tap back. Tap the yellow out of the forefoot. This is extremely difficult.
Last rock, third end.
Sorry, it is the run back with that ice. My apologies.
I was with you when she stayed back in the rings.
Trying to get the angle on it. And it will roll over top and be a steal of 2 for Anna Hasselborg. Opens up a 2-point lead, 3-1 after 3 ends of action. Draw 9 of the Players' Championship in Toronto.
Choose to take on the day. So when you need nutrition on the run, choose new Boost Protein Plus. With 27 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals, it's balanced nutrition that goes where you go.
There's a lot of things that we love about curling. The history, the tradition, the corn brooms, the teamwork, the friendships, the throwing and the sweeping, and a little hurry hard now and then. They're all reasons we love our great Canadian game. And they're all the more reason to try Humpty's delicious curling fries. Choose from chicken, barbecue pulled pork, or ground beef with an assortment of toppings and a blend of melted cheese. Humpty's Family Restaurants, proud sponsor of the Grand Slam of Curling.
Quite creek on the rocks.
It weighs just 260 grams. Certified for WCF play. It features the snap pad replacement system, along with spring lock handle. The Goldline airbrush, revolutionary in terms of weight and design, is simply the most effective tool a curler can use. Goldline, the choice of champions.
Pinty's Chicken Wings, just like you get at the pub. Official sponsor of the Calgary Flames, Western Conference Warriors, and Heroes in Cowtown. Pinty's, making great food fun.
Run with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Because changing your attachments, whether it's for this job, or even this job, should be as easy as
What about this?
changing your plans. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Yeah.
Run with us. Own a 1 Series tractor for a great low monthly payment. Learn more at your John Deere dealer.
So, you're looking to buy a car. AutoTrader compares millions of cars and lets you know when you're getting a great price with all the information that you need. With the most cars in Canada, you'll find the best deals at AutoTrader. Visit autotrader.ca.
Tomorrow, and it will be draw 11. Brendan Botcher and John Epping. Botcher's at 2-2. He'll play his final round robin game against John Epping at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. You'll see it on Sportsnet. Draw 12 goes at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on Sportsnet 1. And Sportsnet Now will have draw 13, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. From the Players' Championship, part of the Pinty's Grand Slam of Curling. Feature matchup, Hasselborg with a big steal of 2 in the third to open up a 3-1 lead over Team Scheidegger. 2 undefeated teams meeting in this evening draw. As we get close to the end of the season, Grand Slammers have the Champions Cup left in Saskatoon. There's a World Cup event in China that wraps it up, and I know a lot of curling clubs across the country are having their playoffs and rounding things up. Joan, your playoffs are over.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Mike, yours are done?
They are, yeah. Actually, I didn't play this year. I was made a cameo, cameo appearance, a couple spiels. But
my club, my team is playing tonight in the semifinals. They've made it through the playoffs without me, and so I'm thinking, if you take a look at the common denominator there, it's best that I stay here.
They play better when you're away.
Semifinal action. I'll have to get an update later.
We got the silver. My husband's not that happy.
I heard the second played very well in that game, though.
Wherever that is.
Make the double and roll on.
So to everybody who's in the playoffs, have a great end to the curling season.
That one's lower.
just remember, only half the teams every year leave happy.
Yes.
You're not alone if you didn't win your final.
Yeah.
I like just nose then. Just nose the hair and roll is fine. Don't really want to leave it over double.
Not really, but. Sorry, what kind of weight?
Control.
Team Scheidegger looked at a whole bunch of options here. They don't need to panic. They do need to set up to try to get their deuce here and even the score halfway through the game, recover from that steal. I like the soft weight here and keeping the shooter in play.
Okay, go.
pass.
It was fine.
Time now for Pinty's update. Sheet E, and that's Chelsea Carey, Satsuki Fujisawa.
They see those rocks all around the button. The rock just biting the house. That was Chelsea's last one. She didn't take on the double raise. Yellow did make the double on the reds in the forefoot. Tried to freeze, which would have been actually third shot. So it's kind of an odd call, I thought, but came up a little light and gives an in-turn draw, kind of a little draw tappy thing in the forefoot. 4-3 though. So Team Fujisawa sitting at 0-3 could really use this shot. It is nice. That's a 4-1 lead now. So don't count out this Team Japan just yet. It's a good team, and they're coming back strong.
You learned some Japanese there. Nice.
Yes. I just love watching that team. They're so much fun, and they're so good as well. They're surprising that they're 0-3 here.
I like the weight. Line's good right now. 6, 7.
Olympic bronze medalists.
Knee line straight. Easy running. 6. Knee line straight. It's curling now.
Chatting with J.D. Lind earlier
Line straight.
this year, and after that bronze medal win, he said they are legit celebrities in Japan. They cannot go anywhere. Over 100 million people watched that bronze medal win in Korea, and they are famous, beyond famous.
Well, it's a wonderful story to hear that this sport that we love is just taking off in Japan and another country falling in love with it, and it's great for the development of the game. Now Scheidegger's set up here for their 2.
Kevin has changed his focus now, watching on Sheet B, Epping and De Cruz.
Team De Cruz took all kinds of chances this end, and that rock that's on the button is 100% buried. So this is an in-off being attempted here, trying to get their yellow going. Very difficult shot. It is a steal. Tie game. Really well played in by Team Epping. Terrific shooting by Benoit Schwartz.
Again, he's a good curler.
Kind of a proven entity.
Became a super team, too, adding Sven Mikkel to the mix. They go with De Cruz and Schwartz.
You're not on it yet.
That's fine. We're just T-line.
Okay, that's fine. No bounce.
Well done.
Good, Kara, that's fine.
She's very nice. Looking a lot like the second end. Rocks spread across the house.
But it's getting a little trickier to remove this red stone. You can see rock at the back of the house. Could jam. And in that second end, Mike, two ends ago, this was a tricky spot. Some of them floated, some of them took off for both teams. Very nice throw for Sarah McManus.
And again, you just have to respect the hitting ability of Team Hasselborg. So with a nose hit, you know that Hasselborg's going to try to hit and roll all the way over to that red stone on the other side of the sheet.
Not shot we have to hit, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. Okay.
I don't think so. Okay. You can nose.
I like the roll.
That's
Me
not
too.
bad either.
Okay. I like the roll.
Okay. 10.
Well, both of these teams, I would say, are hitting teams. Team Scheidegger would have made their way to that top 12 teams in the world by being a good hitting team.
Easy 10. Whoa. Easy. Whoa.
We make the double.
You're on no. You're no. Okay. That's fine here.
One of the bonuses, too, is we're getting the advantage of split timing and rock speed and rotations, courtesy of clutch curling. It allows you to get a good idea of standards that the curlers use. And here are some of the split times from clutch.
And remember, these are individual. Those were some of the times that we got from when we spoke to Team Anderson. Some of the split times that they would be looking for, and the split time from the first back line to the first hog line, and it's a very individual thing.
You can visit clutchcurling.ca and use the promo code PINTYS by April 19th to get $250 off your hardware package. You can join leading clubs and get the same measurements as the pros during your play. Clutch Curling, know your game.
We've used the kind of the prototype model of clutch curling at the cricket club in Toronto, and I know it was a valuable coaching tool for some of the younger teams, members of the club. So
you see a split time there on a hit, but generally that is not used very often.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful
exactly
shot.
what you said, Joan, too, with the crosshouse.
Well, generally teams don't use split times on their hits. It's a tool that sweepers use to know the weight and judge weight for draws.
I say one nose hit, and you knew she was going to try this, and pretty good. Just perfect. Very impressive.
No.
Draw around?
Yeah.
Good call here.
Nice.
Yellow lying a handful, but we'll try to use that stone at the top of the 12-foot on the center line as a center guard. Get this in their top button.
Pretty big ad.
You heard her say right out of her hand, pretty big ad.
There's her split time, 4.19.
This should be in the ballpark. Got to get by. Ooh, never a doubt.
No. Good case, nice weight.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
It's very much buried.
We got an update now. Action from Shide, Yoshimura, and Anderson.
You know what? This is a great lesson for kids. That red rock in the biter, that was a roll all the way across the sheet to go behind that corner guard as a biter for the force. So a great hit and roll. And now Team Anderson are looking at maybe playing a board weight peel to get the blank. Maybe not, thinking about things. This rock is really going fast. And so it was a force out of absolute nowhere. But look at this.
Oh.
So always concentrate on those shots. Make those tough ones. And guess what? Put a little pressure on the other team. You might get a miss. Tie game over here on A.
So Anna Hasselborg playing this run back. That tight guard belonging to her. And she'd love to stick it, but mission accomplished if you can just remove that shot stone. Force Casey Scheidegger into one.
Off the nose, there goes the red.
Beautiful.
And dead buried. Wow. Now Scheidegger, you say she has a similar draw, but she actually has to get about a completely different line on this shot. Has to go about a foot wider than she was. It doesn't sound like a lot, but that could be a completely different path. So let's check out this split compared to the first one.
Yeah.
And with 4 yellow stones decorating the house, an important draw, a tough draw for Casey Scheidegger.
Yeah, the line's tough, Rob, on this one.
Last rock in the 4th. Hasselborg leading by 2.
411, similar. It was a 419 on the first one, so
it's close.
In the ballpark.
Need this to the tee line, 4 foot.
Right to tee. Right to tee.
It's a different path, and this one is slowing down.
Oh. Can they get it there? No. It's going to come up shy, but it will be a steal of 1 for Anna Hasselborg. So a steal of 2 in the 3rd, a steal of 1 in the 4th. And now it is a 4-1 lead for Hasselborg after 4 ends of play. in draw 9.
Some people see the world a little differently. Where others see problems, they see possibilities. And they have the curiosity and ingenuity to turn those light bulb moments into awesome realities. We know who you are.
You choose to take on the day. So when you need nutrition on the run, choose new Boost Protein Plus. With 27 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals, it's balanced nutrition that goes where you go.
Pinty's Chicken Wings, just like you get at the pub. Proud supporter of the Toronto Blue Jays, two-time World Series champions. Pinty's, making great food fun.
World Financial Group has as its core values integrity, reliability, honesty, hard work, and service to others. Our more than 9,000 licensed Canadian associates stand by these principles each day. They ensure that as they help families take control of their money and make it work for them, they do it the right way, every time. Through the companies represented by WFG's affiliated licensed WFG associates offer families insurance, investment, and retirement products from many different well-known providers. This power of choice can make a world of difference. Build a future your family can count on. Contact a WFG associate today.
What's the real difference in a Toyo tire? Technology that protects you at every degree? Construction? Ready for anything? Anytime? What really makes our tires different? A higher degree of safety. Celsius, Toyo's all-weather tire made for added comfort and grip, whatever the conditions. Toyo tires, driven to perform all year long.
It was never about the 82 games. No, it was always about this moment.
You think about the playoffs all year. It's a great group of guys out there that can make shots. That's what wins games.
The anticipation, the moment is here.
As a competitor, I'm trying to win every single night. At the end of the year, hold up that trophy.
Magic, Raptors, Game 1, Saturday on Sportsnet 1.
Pinty's Grand Slam of Curling on Sportsnet has come to Toronto. Thursday evening, great skyline view of the city. Right downtown Toronto is the Mattamy Athletic Center. Ryerson University, home of the Ryerson Rams. And we are in draw 9 of the Players' Championship. Let's take a look at the standings. Brought to you by Coyote. If you have work to do, Coyote has the tractors and UTVs to do it. Coyote, we dig dirt. On the women's standing, Robin Silvernagel at 3-0 in Pool A. Fleury and Homan each with 2 wins. Pool B, Hasselborg and Scheidegger going head-to-head to remain undefeated, one of these teams. Kelsey Carey in action tonight is at 2-1. Anderson also playing. She is 1-2. Yoshimura and Fujisawa looking for their first victories. Steals in the third and the fourth. Diana Hasselborg has allowed her to open up a 4-1 lead over Casey Scheidegger.
No, that's fine. 3.
Definitely more.
Really
Mine's
tight.
good. Okay, you might have to go a little
Mine's
clear.
good.
We can't. Okay, don't want to.
Okay.
Wait, it's okay.
Mine's
I
good.
don't want to.
Fine. Your line is fine. Right in behind is perfect. Your line's really good.
Sit, buddy. Okay. Good, Chris.
På borta.
Ja. Bra spår då. Bra linje! Test 8-12. Okej, gå ganska rakt. Det är bra linje.
Lägg den 8.
Vi har plats, men det är bra. Bara er.
Bra linje.
Lite granna. Ja. Perfekt linje.
Häng upp den.
Perfekt linje. Gå.
I'm a little bit surprised that Team Hasselborg is coming around this corner. Their other choice is to stay on the center line, and they've got those 2 rocks that are in front of the tee line.
I didn't even see her. Are we coming around everything? Do you guys
That's
like
one way
this?
to take away the corner goes to throw it exactly where they did there. Couldn't, if you're going to throw it to the wings, that's the perfect spot for it. But I don't disagree with you, John. There were easier shots out there for them to throw.
And to keep the pressure on the opposition. You know that Team Scheidegger is going to use that rock.
6, 7.
Use it as a guard, try to get around it.
8. That's good. Back is fine. Do we need a tick?
Yeah. It's got a little,
Shoot, sorry,
little speed to it. Jesse Hyan got a little too much on it, and again escorted out of the building.
I think we were behind the tee.
As I say, it might be time to peel now. Yeah, here she goes.
Pinty's update for you: Chelsea Carey and Satsuki Fujisawa.
See that red rock on the Pinty's logo top 8 foot? That was Fujisawa's first shot. Angle, raise, double, sticks it. It looked like Chelsea Carey was going to get 3 this end. All of a sudden, she's having to hit and stay against 2. Cannot make it. So an angle, raise, double, stuck perfectly, and all of a sudden, steal of 1, 5-1 after 4.
Weight's good. Okay. Easy. Yes. Close. Yep. Flat center. 1, she just threw. Whoa. Backing. Yes. Hard. Hard. Read up. Hard. Hard, Chris. Hard. All the way. Okay. Slowly. Good. Push them back there. Ganska rakt här ändå. Ja.
Now Team Hasselborg just playing the scoreboard, getting rid of these red guard. Almost made the double as well. You can just feel that momentum switch, Rob, with, when once team starts to make a couple of shots, just feeding on each other, and that's what's happening for Team Hasselborg, and the opposite is happening for Team Scheidegger, just struggling with trying to read spots in terms of the team being a little confused in how much rocks are going to curl, therefore how much speed that is needed. So an uphill battle here for Team Scheidegger to get some rocks into some positions where they might be able to get a multiple score.
Real nice.
Känns som man får ut båda på chappen, men jag gillar också chappen.
So Hasselborg still able to blast here on these red stones. They just have to be super careful. Just don't want a full jam.
It's hard to leave both reds in play. I think that's the good news.
Okay.
And through to the top one.
Där gick det himla rakt.
You're like just going around that yellow on the corner right now.
Freeze on that one.
Update Sheet B, Team De Cruz and Team Epping.
A terrific end here. See that combination up top. John Epping, if this rock would have stopped of Benoit Schwartz 1 foot shorter, you would have seen a quad being played. And Benoit knew it, made the in-turn draw behind the tee line, forcing a single point here. So just a terrific end by both teams. Epping had them in trouble, but once again, Benoit Schwartz, he's definitely come to play today.
Let it work. Let it work. Good right now. Line's good.
So Carrie-Anne McTaggart trying to throw the freeze on shot stone.
Room. Really coming down. Yes, hard. Room. Line straight. Okay, you have room. You have room. You gotta make it curl. Right to it.
Great weight. Very nice.
It's not very nice. No, shoot. Right through. That's good. Really good.
Shoot. That's good though, Carrie. We had to just make sure we were there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Vad har de slag? Vad fan, de får inte på båda.
Den
Team Hasselborg taking a timeout here. It's not easy to remove.
And Coach Wayne Madaw was here in the building. He'll be making his way out.
Long walk for Wayne.
It looks like they can blast the top red stone out. What do you think, Mike?
We'll certainly get rid of... might need to get rid of both. Hit it properly.
We're line 2.
They can't get the 2 out, though.
They can only get this one in.
So where do you go? I was just thinking you
double the
drill
top
the 7 one right on the nose or a little this side.
Yeah, hard.
What's that? Yeah. Or yeah.
Do we want to stay with the shooter?
It's great if you stay with the shooter. You'd love to roll over here right to the wide.
Like 3/4 this side and try to
because she's got to play the bang bang and her rocks
we will get a double.
Are going to be this far apart.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think I get it out even with thick half too.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch
I
that.
think you can nose it and get it out.
Yeah, no, I mean in the thinner ways, like.
You got to play the scoreboard.
Okay,
right?
let's do that. Okay.
Yep. Men du vill inte spela
Wayne has said he's enjoyed this opportunity to coach. Of course, they're very coachable and very talented.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but if
would you like to come coach the Olympic champion?
Gold medalist, I was just thinking that. Okay, win Olympic gold medal, get a phone call. Hey, we are looking for your input.
What's the catch?
You have to carry the equipment back.
That's right. Yeah. I will say, though, I was at the Worlds coaching China, and we did have a bet in that first round robin game, so he does owe me a bottle of wine because Team China did beat Team Hasselborg the first game. It was the only game they lost the entire week until the final, of course. But Wayne's he's really enjoyed it. We've had actually quite a number of chats about coaching, and what's not to like?
Well, and Wayne has played at this level, and so when he comes out, I think that was one of the best timeouts at the Worlds. He came out and said, you play this on your first one, and if they do this, you play this on the second one. It's none of the wishy-washy, what are you feeling, and what are you thinking?
Right.
It's very direct. Here's my vote. You brought me in for that.
And they listen, which is great. So.
I kept it around.
Unforced error there from Anna. They're trying to hit that on the center line side. That's a pretty big mistake, actually. Casey, the trick is for Scheidegger now. Watch where these rocks end up. So that stone at the back of the 4-foot is, partially open, but it's hard to get at. But I think you could actually freeze one in there to the pocket. I think you'd try to tap that yellow one back, Joan. That's on the center line.
On the tee line.
Excuse me, on the tee line, rather.
Yeah.
Just try to throw some sort of quiet weight shot where you come into this area and maybe nudge this back a little or corner freeze on that stone. I don't like running that yellow one. That could be, you could end up hurting yourself doing that.
What do you guys think?
What do you guys think of this? And then maybe we play that next, or just hit this if it's open. She's probably going to leave us that.
The only thing is if I make that, then I take this away. If I make that, like if I'm frozen here, I take that away for 2.
You will have this, though.
Yeah.
Like if we're playing for 1, we're playing this.
Yeah, I looked at this too.
I don't mind that either.
That's, yeah, so we sit right here.
But then if I hit it thin, I can come off the back and jiggle that a little.
Do you want to play it that way then?
I think you just got to deal with shot stone.
Me too. It's too late in the end to be playing
No, I'm going to hit that.
a rock that isn't shot
And you're going
stone,
to hit this out and you're going to
or
spin
a
up.
chance that you won't have shot stone when you're done.
You make a freeze here. Hasselborg's going to have
Is this a bad
very.
setup shot?
That's a great shot.
Then we can play that skinny on your second. The Hackner.
You might have an easier shot than the Hackner as well for
I know,
3
but I'm thinking
if you play
if
this
we're
shot.
here,
What does
so you're gonna
Hasselborg
guard
play?
this, and then you still
She plays
have
a guard?
that for 3.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
desperate,
maybe.
but it's 3-banger.
Either like that or
Well, then I try to tap the yellow. If you're worried about the freeze, then you try to tap the yellow and light too.
What do you like?
Well, yeah.
Ben Hebert is yelling over his vote right now.
That was my gut when I...
He said, make the top double.
This is a straight, this is the curly side.
You think here?
In turn.
So
Coach
he
Hebert.
was chatting with the team ahead of time. He just leaned in and said, make the top double, girls. Team Scheidegger does not have a coach, has
Well, now
not
they
played
do.
with a coach all year.
And they're going to Ben. What's that?
It means they need some counseling.
Yes. This is not easy. And again, if you end up nosing this or something, you know, really, it's kind of a nothing shot. So,
is it because Casey's looking at trying to get a multiple count here? Is it?
Sure, but even if you make the shot, I'm not sure it helps you get the multiple count.
It's a difficult shot to get that third stone in there. A draw, I think, would be easier to get her rock in there.
Well, she might get a little lucky here.
Look at this.
Go, go, go.
She nudges the yellow back enough that red is shot.
Yes, but yellow is second and third and shooting.
Oh, we're shot.
Except
Sorry,
Hasselborg's got the
I
double off the outside when
Called
she
her
could play.
thin when we were hitting her thin.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I'll have to have a chat with those two talking to Ben Hebert about strategy.
Or do we need to talk to Ben Hebert about his strategy?
Vi vill henne spela. Vi har ju det här är det här raka spåret.
Problem is now there's an open hit to lie 3. In fairness to Ben Hebert, the double was missed, so we'll let him off the hook a little bit here.
Well, what a year it's been, the calendar year for Anna Hasselborg. Started in February, Olympic gold, world silver in March. Won her first career slam title in September. Followed it up in October with slam title number 2, back-to-back. European gold in November.
That is a good season.
Yeah.
Good year.
Ja.
Tror jag är okej på 9,5.
Ja.
I'm surprised that she's playing this softly.
It's fine.
Good sweep, held it straight.
And sitting 3, so for Scheidegger, forced to take 1.
Close pair? Yeah.
You think there's a triple down there?
I sure do. You hit this just off nose onto this one. This one goes out the side, and then this is working its way back here. You're down 3.
Might as well take
Sure, you got
a
a chance
shot
to
at
tie
it.
the game here. You're going to be down 2 without, playing 6 otherwise. Very makeable. Where's Ben Hebert when you need him?
Last rock, Scheidegger. In the 5th end, you see the split time of 4:17.
Line's good, right to T. You're on the back one. Line's good.
Anywhere from 410 to 415 was about right for T-line, and no mistake.
Facing 3 yellow stones, able to get it there for a single. So Scheidegger scores 1 in the 5th. It is 4-2 after 5 ends of play. 2 undefeated teams meeting here at the Players' Championship.
Pinty's Chicken Wings, just like you get at the pub. Official sponsor of the Hamilton Tiger Cats, 8-time Grey Cup champs and kings of Steel Town. Pinty, making great food fun.
Fight Creek on the rocks.
You choose to take on the day. So when you need nutrition on the run, choose new Boost Protein Plus. With 27 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals, it's balanced nutrition that goes where you go.
From precisely fit clubs to building a solid golf swing, Golf Tech will make a true impact on your entire game. Getting started is now on sale for only $95. Game on. Swing better, play better. Golf Tech.
Here.
What's that?
It's Tic Tac gum.
Yum. Tic Tac gum.
More Tic Tac gum?
Refreshing, delicious, fun. Tic Tac gum.
What's the real difference in a Toyo tire? Technology that protects you at every degree? Construction? Ready for anything? Anytime? What really makes our tires different? A higher degree of safety. Celsius, Toyo's all-weather tire made for added comfort and grip, whatever the conditions. Toyo tires, driven to perform all year long.
A lot of hockey history in this town. Home to the Maple Leafs in 31-99. Now the Mattamy Athletic Center. And the Leafs moved, able to turn this into a terrific facility. They kept the ice rink a couple of down, 3rd floor. Turned it into a very nice ice rink. In fact, they had a little basketball here recently. Now the road to the Pinty's Cup, brought to you by Pinty's, making great food fun. Rachel Homan has clinched the Pinty's Cup and the $75,000 first prize money. But the fight now is for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Anna Hasselborg tied with Silvana Tiranzoni. Points are doubled here at the Players' Championship. Jennifer Jones and Carrie Anderson also looking for good finishes here. So Rachel Homan's got 75 large in her purse. Well, $40,000 for 2nd, $25,000 for 3rd, and $10,000 bonus for 4th place in the Pinty's Cup. So still an awful lot of extra bonus cash to play for. Anna Hasselborg won the first 2 events of the season, first 2 slams back-to-back. Did not play in the 3rd event because had an event in Europe to play in.
Around everything.
So kind of gave away a little bit of that lead that she had built after the first 2 events. And then Rachel Homan went on her tear, winning 3 straight events to really put a stranglehold on that first place.
Yeah, it does make you wonder, doesn't it, if Anna Hasselborg had chosen to come to the 3rd slam in a row, would she have been able to keep going?
This one stays wide and drifts back.
She's just been heavy on everything.
Trying to figure out that rock. I agree with Carrie-Ann
Like, is she a lot
McTaggart.
of time on those? 13 now. Like, I've been through the house everywhere.
Her first rock does appear to be going farther, and whether that is the thrower or whether that's the rock, it's not curling as much. But certainly there's a consistency in that result, and that you could hear her asking about split times.
Yeah, we saw Team Gushu struggle with the Reds a little bit. They had them, took them a couple ends to get them figured out, but Brad himself started out with a quicker, straighter one, and then there was also one that curled that Brett Gallant was throwing. I believe the one was curling. Number 1 rock was curling.
Careless. Sick. Baby, yep.
definitely a skill you need as a player to be able to identify rocks that react a little differently with the same throw.
Without getting obsessed by it. And you know, like, you can note these differences and then to try to put it out of your mind and make adjustments or whatever.
I'm sorry.
You got to trust what you see. That's the bottom line. If it goes heavy 2 or 3 times, you thought it was okay, it's probably a little quick.
Jag tror bara klippa den så.
And my theory with, as a teammate of someone that is struggling with what's going on with my rocks, I would just take them away.
Right.
Here, use mine. Mine are perfect.
Good, yeah.
And let me try to let you reset. Oh dear.
Sorry. Yeah.
So
sorry,
Anna tripped over that rock before it would have made contact.
So they're trying to decide exactly where that rock was. And
just because Anna, as she's getting up, will move the rock, but it would have made contact with the red, would have been right in that line. That's a hard one to replace, Rob.
That would have been better for us. So, like, you can move it.
Yeah. Let's just see.
Yeah, she kicked it right out of the line of fire. Yeah.
Not.
So that is where the yellow one should have been. I don't know. Like
I think so.
I like that.
Yeah.
Colton?
Yeah, the red should be on the bucket. Like in the house. The pin.
The red.
I don't think it would have. Like, the thing is, I think it would have been pretty awesome.
The red would have been gone. Yeah. Let's have a look at this again. So it's going to go.
So the red was halfway in the 12-foot.
She kicks it. She's backing up. Oh, it would have clipped it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the red would have been gone, and the yellow probably gone as well.
Where you moved it to was really close.
Yes, I do think where she moved it with her foot would have actually been very close to where it would have ended up. It's a very difficult rocks to replace when that happens, because you have to guess where that contact would have happened.
And once you decide, then
When it went out or not, I don't know. You just take it out. Like, hey, I don't know. I don't think you can guess as to where it would go. Well, it just went out, so I guess somewhere in here, but I don't know.
And again, the non-offending team here is Scheidegger, and I don't think Anna's too concerned about it. She has the hammer.
What do you think? Like,
and is lying buried up the middle. That certainly would not have changed. The 2 rocks up the middle.
No, I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I think you just corner this right now, Care.
No, I said it's.
Had Scheidegger had the hammer, certainly would have had a big impact here. But the only rock that came out of play was actually Anna Hasselborg's guard. I think that's fair.
Line's good. You got it? Yep. 4. 3. Line's good. Yeah. Whoa, then. 4.
Right to it.
Okay, 4. Okay, whoa. Yep. You can go. Yes. Hard.
Trying to get it every inch and right to the Yellowstone. Will come to a stop in the top 12. Take a look at the scores in this draw 9. Carrie Anderson scoring 1 in the 5th. And leads 3-2 against Yoshimura. John Epping and Peter de Cruz, with Epping leading 3-2. They're playing in 5. Kevin Cooey is scoring deuces every time he has the hammer. 2 in the 1st, 3rd, and 5th for a 6-2 lead over Nicodine. And Fujisawa with a 5-1 lead over Chelsea Carey. Carey blanking 5. To the goalpost there, but front is open.
Vad sjukt att alla 3 spelarna på hacket var en av dem att vår gula hade stannat upp foten och att hon säger nej då. Vad sa du? Vad sjukt att alla 3 spelare på hacket, de där borta, tyckte att vår gula hade stannat.
So a chance for Carrie-Ann McTaggart to use those front stones in the 12-foot and the 8-foot and come around it. Use them as a guard.
Line's good. Right now. Where?
8.
Okay, whoa. Whoa.
9.
No.
8. 9.
You have a ton of room.
Girl. Go on a bit.
Yeah, Jess, go. Jess, go. Okay.
That's a great shot. Dead
Shot?
buried.
Yep, oh, good.
Just took
Just
a
about.
long time to make a move.
Good shot.
Really nice, though.
Mara.
In desperation steal mode here. You're down 2 without. It's a good result.
Ticka den. Bara med en hack. Gillar du det?
Just follow.
That's what they're talking about. Just tap it back and roll. And if they happen to rub the top red, that's okay.
Alternativet är ju bara spela clearing så.
Vi leder med 2. Öppet fäst är bra.
Ja, det
The
kanske
other
är
one's a
bra.
very thin peel. Yellow, red, yellow, and have to try to send your own straight back. That's very difficult.
Yes. And you could just lose your lone yellow stone that's in the rings.
Update now from the action on sheet B, with Epping leading to Cruz 3-2.
Well, that yellow rock on the button, that was the last shot of John Epping's, an angle bump right on the button. So big trouble for Team Epping until, of course, John makes that beauty, and now it's big trouble the other way. So Benoit trying to maybe get through the hole, maybe re-kiss the yellow.
Okay. Off the top yellow, steal of 1.
Steal 1. Great bump by John Epping.
4-2 lead after 5 ends.
A terrific clearing shot by Sarah McManus. Gets rid of all of those rocks down the center line and loses her shooter. No guards in play. Nothing for Team Scheidegger to hide behind. There certainly was some risk playing this shot. Was able to make contact with both of the center line rocks acting as a guard and the shot stone.
Steal out of the mix really here now, and so we get a unexpected miss from Anna Hasselborg, but force is still on.
Whoa, big ad. Whoa. Line's good. Weight's good. You got room. Line's really good.
5, 6, 7.
Okay, line's good. Curl. Hard, Chris. Hard. Line's great. Hard. Keep going. Right here. Yep. Atta girl. Good sweep.
Well done.
I thought that was hot.
Great throw.
Du har ju halva, så att så här, skulle du råka spela med lite, alltså med lite fart i, så är det bra, Anna.
I know.
Men vi spelar bara frysen, eller?
Ja, det är samma ställe som vi drog i första.
Ja.
Eller andra menar.
Sätter du den här då?
Jag ska putsa biten då. Ja. Spåren där känns ganska samma.
Ja, det är samma ställe som i andra. Känns ganska lika, va?
Ja, jag tycker det.
Full 8 för ligga 1. Ja. Alltså jag ser hellre till att vi verkligen ser till att men vi behöver inte slå mot 3 liksom. Ja. Så hellre att vi kommer upp chatt på den och hon måste placera den någonstans.
Ja.
Tror du att det är samma fart, eller?
Ja, det tror jag.
So with the force on, Anna Hasselborg is going to try to come down and tap this stone, stay shot stone in front of it, and maybe get a chance to get 2 out of this.
Wow. Ja, till line!
Nej, den ser inte lång ut.
Runda!
Nej!
Runda!
Nej, den försöker!
Bak 4!
Nej, aldrig!
Kommer dutta! Kommer ner lite nu! Helt okej, den är jämnhöjd. Jämnhöjd! Gärna runda! Nej. Kommer dutta!
Look at the move on that rock. Kisses off at his shot.
Just got a little bit full right out of the release. She had a pop on that release. Just took a long time to come over, even though it had the right weight. Dead weight just did not curl.
Straight-ish. Yeah.
But a good practice draw for Anna. She's likely going to need to draw again on her last, looking at several counters.
Draw? Yeah.
Nose it. Bumper.
Yeah, hair flaps okay too.
Yep. I think that this will be fairly straight. That looks okay for bumper.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're definitely getting a nose out of it.
Okay.
And one of the things that you learn about playing on that arena ice is that as the game goes on, the ice tends to get straighter, especially going to the wings.
Clean! Down! Clean! Easy! Forward! Clean! Clean! Clean!
Really nice, soft weight. Got the nose hit.
That was just forward? I think so, yeah. So I thought nose was a second.
So if Anna noses, will she get shot stone? That's the question. Might need to flip a little bit towards the center line to get her point.
Jag tror jag gillar 10-0 mot... Den här isen är nog 10-0 mot 9-9.
Pretty close to the nose will get her that shot stone. The only trick here is this is the spot earlier in the game that teams were having a little bit of trouble with this spot. If you get a little bit wide, it'll run straight. And if you're soft on the release, it'll curl.
Curly spot? Yeah.
Hasselborg missed her shot for 2 in this exact spot, in fact, rolled out. Overcurled.
And the last rock in the 6th end, leading by 2 is Hasselborg. And it hits and sticks for 1. Single point in the 6th for Anna Hasselborg. Right now she leads 5-2 against Team Scheidegger.
Some people see the world a little differently. Where others see problems, they see possibilities. And they have the curiosity and ingenuity to turn those light bulb moments into awesome realities. We know who you are.
You choose to take on the day. So when you need nutrition on the run, choose new Boost Protein Plus. With 27 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals, it's balanced nutrition that goes where you go.
Here in Canada, our dramatic climate has shaped us the same way it has shaped the land. This is where Pike Creek Canadian Whiskey's incredibly smooth taste was born, crafted by the elements. Pike Creek Canadian Whiskey.
Pinty's Chicken Wings, just like you get at the pub. Official sponsor of the Hamilton Tiger Cats, 8-time Grey Cup champs and kings of Steeltown. Pinty, making great food fun.
At Coyote, we're going to treat you like dirt because we hold dirt in the highest regard. We're honored to find it under our fingernails, lucky to be caked in it at day's end. It keeps us humble, honest. Dirt gets taken for granted by most, but if you know us, you know getting treated like dirt means getting treated with respect. Coyote, we dig dirt.
I've been doing everything I can to keep my blood sugar down, and I thought I was doing all right, until I wasn't. Type 2 diabetes can lead to an early death from heart disease, but there is more you can do.
Remember. That pitch is... You're listening to the
That's the Humpty Scramble, a musical look at our feature matchup. Anna Hasselborg, Casey Scheidegger, both teams at 3-0, but it's Hasselborg leading right now by a score of 5-2. An update from Sheet E, Carey and Fujisawa.
Well, all of a sudden, Fujisawa ends up ticking a corner guard. This is an in-turn double for 4. Chelsea down 5-1. In turn, just off nose. Oh no, what an opportunity. Just off nose would have been for 4, but instead jams it. It's only 1. 5-2 after 6.
Carey at 2-1. Fujisawa looking for her first win in round robin play. With Joan McCusker, Mike Harris, Kevin Martin, our stats man Jerry Gertz, fabulous Sportsnet crew. I'm Rob Foltz. Glad you could be with us for our first broadcast day from the Players' Championship. This is Draw 9. 2 undefeated teams, Anna Hasselborg and Casey Scheidegger. A team from Sweden leading by 3.
And this is the second time that we've watched Team Hasselborg with this lead and without last rock come around those corner guards. This one going deep, so a chance for Jessie Hyen to use that rock, freeze to it, try to get a multiple score going.
If you're going to play this strategy, you have to keep that shot at the top of the rings.
Absolutely.
No bumping, no bump. Just right to it, right to it.
Very nice.
That's got to feel good for Jessie, who's been having trouble placing that first stone.
Now there's handshakes on Sheet D. Nicholas Edin couldn't get anything going against Kevin Cooey. Cooey scoring 2 in the first, third, and fifth ends for a 6-2 victory. Both teams now 2-1.
Stand up! Go, 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 go. Go, Sara! Go!
Missed the double peeled and rolled to another corner guard. So some things for Team Scheidegger to work with.
Yeah, 3 certainly in the mix here. They could just draw again. Yeah, they're looking at hitting something. Why not? Could go around the other corner guard as well.
Yes, I was thinking that as well, not grouping their stones together quite yet.
Straight to it. Yep. Easy. Yep. 4, 5. Hard line. We're 2-8. Line's okay. Hard line. Right to it, right to it.
It's been a hard sweep, trying to get to the 8 foot.
Oh, leave it short, leave it short. That's fine, Jeff.
Only get into the 12.
The problem with that stone is they now have to move that stone at the back of the 8 foot to bring that one into play.
Yep. Got it. Yeah. Hard. Leave it on. Go, go, go.
It's a good peel.
Bra, Sara. Fan, det där var en märklig sättning det där alltså. Va? Det där var en...
Pump it through the hole. Okay. But leave it back here is great.
Yeah. Back here. Yeah, we got to eliminate one of these.
Well, the split timing, rock speed, and rotations are brought to you by Clutch Curling. Visit clutchcurling.ca and use the promo code PINTYS by April 19th to get $250 off your hardware package. Join leading clubs and get the same measurements as the pros during your play. Clutch Curling, know your game.
Still playing a soft weight. Want to move around that top Yellowstone. Keep the shooter in play, however.
Yep. Hard. Mine's a little tight. Gotta go.
Soft release. This is curling already.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hard.
Yikes.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's could have been great, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was the same as my board in the first end. My nose was forward. Yeah. I like that.
And the double now is available. It's kind of a game changer, go from having a chance for 3, and now you're in a bit of trouble. Hasselborg makes his double, rolls to the middle. I like Sarah McManus' chances of making this. A little break there for Scheidegger.
Yes, for sure it is. Kept their red stone. Second shot.
Okay. Same weight? Same weight. Your weight was really good. I'll give you a little more, too.
It's a lot more. Yeah, that's a lot more.
It's a lot more.
She has a lot. You're going to nose with that. Yeah. That doesn't even give it a chance.
Live update for you from Sheet B. And Schwartz is in the hack, ready to deliver.
This is a real skinny double. John Epping on his last comes off the wall and gets the shot stone back button. So this is a very, very, very thin double. Made to look easy. Great shot. 2 points. Tie game. 4 apiece.
Personne l'autre derrière. 50-50.
And back on our sheet, decent shot there from Carrie-Anne McTaggart. Didn't get rid of the top stone, but it stayed for to count the one on the wings. So might be able to bring that rock into play. To a possibility here now.
Using their second timeout, Team Hasselborg.
Well, as Wayne's walking down, we can make an announcement, Rob. Maddaw and Harris are playing together next year.
Where?
Our daughters. Our daughters are playing together.
You had us.
Oof.
You really
that
did.
was breaking news for a little bit, and somebody was going to be broken.
Big news. 15-year-old division. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to let Sherry coach wisely.
Oh, so I know where you guys are going to hang out.
I think
in the
I
lounge.
want to heal it or want to nose it.
I think you want to sit 3.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Sit 3 for sure. Right? She's going to...
Something here, yeah.
The only annoying thing is that
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
If she freezes, you can just follow her down.
Yeah.
Right, and then she's going to have nothing for...
This is almost like hitting one rock. So this, if... Like,
I think you got to...
So do you like
I mean on
nosing
my
it?
last, if I mean.
Do you like...
You got to hit and stay, and then she's got to make another double. She's
Yeah.
going to make 2 doubles.
So where
Do you want to do something like this?
Do we want to go like that?
I think, yeah, perfect nose, yeah.
On the nose. You can try and group them in, but then to your point, if you do push it back button and stay there, then she freezes.
Yeah, we don't want to push this back, no. But we can go here, like nose or
a little bit inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Samma ställe som sist här. Då var jag 9 hand.
Once again, an excellent timeout with Wayne. He comes out and he says, you do this, they're going to do this, and then you do this, or they might do another kind of shot, but he plans more than one shot with the team.
Yes.
He puts in his vote, plans more than one shot, then he waits to see how they react. He's doing a great job here with Team Hasselborg.
I like the fact he stops almost at the hog line so he can chirp the other sheet, too.
It's not enough time for him to walk back. I think he's loving taking his time walking down that walkway.
He's chirping at Lang and Saville, his old teammates, right? Well, there's the pocket. I still think if you're Scheidegger, you make the double and try to get your 2 here. Be nice to get 3, but you still have to steal the last end anyway.
Right.
And if you try to get 3, you could end up
getting one. Yes,
so
I agree.
Make your double and make your 2 doubles, as Wayne suggested you'll need to make. And try to steal the last.
Let's take a look at our key comparison brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures. This is the matchup through 6 ends of the skips, 86% for Anna Hasselborg. Casey Scheidegger has been able to up her total to 75%. A little baffled by the ice early in the game. McManus, McTaggart, 80% to 64. Nakanauer better than Hyen, and Maberg's at 90% to Moore's 86.
You can see that the trouble for Team Scheidegger started earlier down the line. As we've said several times, that Jessie Hyen having a lot of trouble with her first rock, getting anything out of it, whether it's mismatched with its partner or just misreading certain paths. That's where the trouble began.
Like, we can't give her a wide open hit. We make a double. She makes the hit. We have a double back. Maybe. Or we could get four.
Jesse's saying, didn't you listen to Wayne in his timeout?
We get four either way. She throws up a perfect arc. How do we get two anyway? They're just thinking of hitting and flopping on top. Yeah. So we were thinking.
It's not bad.
Might give us some more options for multiples. And just if we just hit and roll here, and she makes a nice hit and roll back here, we got no double.
So if we do this, which is what I think will happen, I don't think we ever kill this.
No, I agree.
So then that's not. But to do that, that's really good.
Then she just fixed it out. Yeah, then you get your two.
Okay, we have hit for two, right?
Yeah, okay.
4 foot's open.
I like this. I just like getting.
You're never getting three. This is the, maybe the thought, but you're never getting 3 points here.
I think it was important for the front end to buy in and think this through. There is no chance for 3 here.
Like, I don't think we need crazy weight either, do we? We're throwing PO. Oh. Pardon? Nothing. Just spin out. Yeah.
And that's Jessie Hyen talking to Christy Moore while Casey Scheidegger is trying to throw. It's not exactly the most positive team dynamic.
Okay, okay.
Well, the disappointing thing there is he kind of had the call made and then minds were changed, and makes things tough. It's frustrating for a skip, I can tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And other teammates, depending on who's what's causing the miscommunication, we'll call it.
Bara vicka så.
Ja, exakt. Men alltså helt okej att vicka längre också. Jag menar, det finns
kan ju få en trippel då också.
Typ inte, alltså för vicka hit.
If there is a nose hit made here, there will be a triple for Scheidegger available.
I think that's what Hasselborg is talking about right now, is to not leave the triple.
In order to not leave the triple, she needs to roll to the left of that stone in the 4 foot. Just across the face of that one on the left-hand side of center line. Should take away the triple. Certainly the easy triple anyway. Is there such a thing as an easy triple?
Yes.
Occasionally you see an easy one.
When they're really close together, I find.
You're right on the nose.
There's a triple there. About a quarter of that one that was just thrown.
Quarter rock.
Quarter rock. So the key here is making sure you hit this thin enough that your shooter stays up against this one. And this should, it might head towards that one. That's the only thing that could go wrong here.
True.
And it's very thin. It's thinner than it looks. Now, in fact, where she's put the broom, she needs to hit, this needs to back up a touch. Her last one ran very straight, though.
Mm-hmm.
Last rock in the 7th end for Casey Scheidegger, trailing by 3. get 1, 2, nudge the red out, and it will only be 1.
Well, it's a great try, but as Mike had pointed out, there was that jam on the side. So only a score of 1 for Scheidegger.
So 5-3 will be the score. Hasselborg will have the hammer coming home. One of these teams will remain undefeated in Toronto.
Choose to take on the day. So when you need nutrition on the run, choose new Boost Protein Plus. With 27 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals, it's balanced nutrition that goes where you go.
Company bonus.
Company bonus. Number 1 employee?
At least you're not number 2?
Seriously.
Some rewards are better than others. Download Humpty's Guest Rewards app from the App Store or Google Play and get 1 point for every $1 spent for future discounts. Humpty's Guest Rewards. Reward yourself today.
Some people see the world a little differently. Where others see problems, they see possibilities. And they have the curiosity and ingenuity to turn those light bulb moments into awesome realities. We know who you are.
Pinty's Chicken Wings, just like you get at the pub. Official sponsor of the Calgary Stampeders. 20 Western Division titles and 7-time Grey Cup champs. Pinty, making great food fun.
Here in Canada, our dramatic climate has shaped us the same way it has shaped the land. This is where Pike Creek Canadian Whiskey's incredibly smooth taste was born, crafted by the elements. Pike Creek Canadian Whiskey.
Introducing Posted Extreme Notes. They stick on wood, brick, metal, and plastic, no matter what Mother Nature throws at them. Water resistant with Dura-Hold paper and adhesive. New Posted Extreme Notes. Sticks in tough conditions.
Well, we come back with a Pinty's update, the action from Sheet E, and that's Fujisawa and Carey.
Well, you know, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? How can this team be 0-3? They just haven't given Chelsea Carey much for a chance today. In-turn tap here. And no problem again with just great shooting. That's 3 more, 8-2. And it's handshakes, but a very impressive game. Team Fujisawa, 1-3 now. Don't count them out. They're playing very, very well. Chelsea Carey to 2-2. So they're definitely in the playoff hunt.
And we're going to put you right back to work, Kevin, with the action from Sheet A.
Well, this is interesting. A beautiful double, very, very steep, made on Yoshimura's last one. And now a decision to be made on Carey's, and decides let's just peel this one out of the forefoot. Let's take that hammer home. Let's give up a point. I think a good decision. Take no chances. You're only 1 down with hammer. Still a pretty good chance.
And Yoshimura 0-3, and she will play Fujisawa tomorrow morning. And as you mentioned, Kevin, very important to get 2 wins and put yourself in a position to be in a tiebreak. Work to be done, though, on Sheet A as we take a look at the action here. Our featured matchup, Anna Hasselborg with the hammer in 8, leading by 2 against Casey Scheidegger.
Almost like a 1.
Yeah, I like that too.
I don't really like throwing a high one. A 1. A 1. I don't know if I like that. Okay, why?
You have to.
I think it's just really hard to do that.
Hard? Wait.
To guard that without setting up a triple peel or a double peel.
Okay, what do we do instead then?
Sure, 1.
What are we doing? I think we're coming around.
What are we doing? A 1. A 1. Do you guys like this?
I do.
Jess?
You have to. We got to steal 3. We need some guards. They're just going to start blasting.
As this rock makes its way down the sheet, we'll go now to the action on sheet B, Epping and De Cruz.
Where is it?
Well, it's a double here for John Epping, and Benoit Schwartz wanted this higher in the house. Leaves John a pretty good opportunity here. A skinny half rock. Looks pretty good.
Ooh, rolls over top.
You know what? How much would you bet that John Epping would have made that one? You know, it's a wonderful game, this curling. Anyway, it is a steal at 1. Team De Cruz, 5-4, coming home. Great game here. Sheet Bravo.
Double peel being attempted by Agnes Knockenhauer. And this is what Casey was worried about, throwing another guard and grouping them all together. However, I agree with the rest of the team. It was too early to try to come in. You do need a lot of guards to work with. A high guard would have been a little bit better than those the tight ones.
No, the best way to try to steal 2 is to try to lie 3 when Hasselborg throws her last. So they're still in a good position for that. Come around this guard. Hasselborg peels, then you go around the corner and try to end up getting 2 buried in there. And it's a long shot.
Yeah.
But your best chance is to try to have 3 in the rings and make Anna throw against the loss.
Hard. As far back. It doesn't matter. Go. Okay. Yeah, that just didn't throw at all. Just inside of the ridge, I guess. I don't know.
Ja, lite mer. Ja.
Du kan klippa den marginal i gadden bara.
Ja.
Decent attempt there.
Vi spelar på den undre, eller? Ja.
I think you can see a little piece of that. There's a look at it from the front, probably a third or so.
Wow! Aldrig!
Rent! Rent, ligger bra! Rent! Rent!
Bara rent bara. Härligt, Agnes.
Snyggt, bra.
Grymt.
Finns
Very
det?
nice.
7-6.
Härligt, Agnes.
Dragan.
No, I think you want to be in.
4?
Yeah.
4-5. Tolerance, I would say.
Well.
Clean. Line's good. 4, 5. Room. 4, 3.
Okay, hard then.
Hard,
line's
yep,
good.
hard.
Line's really good. Hard.
Hard right back.
Line's really good. Really good line. Yep. Get a bite. Good sweep.
Good sweep. Get that one on the rings. It's partially hidden. Much tougher pick by Sarah McManus this time. So looking for the peel.
So theory here, they peel, you go around the corner guard. They'll hit the one at the top 12. You go around the corner guard again, you have 2 buried. Have a chance to lie 3 at some point. We'll see what Casey wants to play here. This is 1 guard too many. And I'll tell you why. If you peel the guard, the best they can do is lie 2.
Correct.
We go around the yellow, they peel the yellow, where they hit this one, and we go around again. Right? If we guard here, they peel.
Yeah.
What do we like?
Either one. This is fine. Yeah, we know this.
If you want to make her throw against the loss, you come around. If you're happy to lie 2 buried behind the corner guard, then you can throw 1 more center. So this is their 2 choices.
Hard, Chris. Hard, Chris.
Okay, easy. Well, the curling. It's good. It's good. Perfect.
Har du samma eller?
Ja, exakt samma.
Men klipper i gadden nu. I think they come around. Or do we try and split?
Jag kan ju testa om
it's already off. Så det finns väl ingen anledning, eller?
Det är bara en i taget, va?
Ja, det är bara det att de kan ligga 3 på som vi klipper garden.
Ja.
De rundar.
Ja.
Det kan
jag måste
inte
klippa den då.
Det var bara 2 stycken kvar.
Get the one in the house.
Det var 2 stycken kvar.
You win the game as well. They'll play the come around, you peel the guard, and you have an open hit. If you peel the guard, you're going to let them lie 2 buried.
Vill du gå på den eller vill du gå garden?
Garden, vad var vi inne på med?
Japp! Håll!
Janet!
Gå på vilken? Gå.
Good sweep. Hold the line on that. Few anxious moments.
Jo, jag vet, och då får jag dra mot 2 som ligger ganska bra mot de här.
Ja, precis. Jag tolkar som du sa att vi skulle få dra.
So getting to the skip stones now.
Yep.
Hasselborg leading by 2 with the hammer.
Right, so they go around. Anna hits the one in the ring to the top 12. You go around again, and Anna has to draw against 2 buried. In theory. Only Rob.
Helt gömda och inte ska kunna se dem.
Jag tänker att vi skickar vår corner mot den där.
T-line is pretty good. Yeah.
I didn't add as much as I wanted.
4-5. Okay, make it a 7. Line's good, guys. You can go. 5. Okay, line's good. Line's real good. Line straight. Hard. 6. Hard. Line straight. Hard. Hard. Keep going. Keep going. Hard. Yep. Hard. Hard. Keep going. Go. A little more. Go. 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 Good.
Good sweep, girls. Good sweep.
Det var, kan ju gå efter
Kom
den här.
ner! Kom ner!
Det kan gå efter den här om du vill, Anna. Hur mycket har man?
Inget.
Va?
Det var alltså vi kan aldrig, jag vill absolut inte göra det.
Absolut.
Alltså mot 2.
Ja, men det är aldrig mot matchen liksom.
Jag vet, jo, absolut. Men jag bara, man kan ju skicka cornern. Vad lägger de sin bra då för att vi ska... Jag vet, men då vad lägger de sin då?
Ja, då drar de ju där.
Då drar de dit, då behöver jag bara chappa den. Då behöver jag bara vara kvar.
Eller så spelar de där.
Ja, i och för sig. Alltså, de måste, jag håller med Anna. De måste ju dra här.
Ja, eller
och då är den öppen.
Där Agnes
det är bara vad du känner vad vi gör på din sista. Alltså, båda är bra.
Om de drar där, då kan jag ändå spela en vilken så.
Why is it taking this long to throw the shot? Just hit the one in the 12. You can actually try the thin double if the way they hit. You could make that.
Ja, och nu så kommer
det är den vi ska försöka dra bort sen då. Vill man TT här då? Redan nu?
Den är tung.
Jo, absolut, men så den finns ju.
Ja.
Bestäm du vad du känner liksom på den sista. Om du vill försöka slå.
She must not think she can draw the 8-foot. She'd be worried about drawing the 8-foot.
Nej, gillar den om
däremot har jag spelat den här taken flera gånger.
Alltså de har gjort det, det har gått fint. Så, vi, så ska vi spela den så kommer den vara bra. Men det är verkligen som du känner, Anna. Kör den om du vill.
Gonna peel the yellow guard into the one at the top 12-foot.
Är det en vanlig 7?
Vad säger du? Ja. Gillar du det här? Alternativet är just teten tycker jag. Jag gillar den.
Jag gillar det här.
Ja.
Då får det vara öppet där nere här sen. Och här
se till att vi...
Man kan inte se den som är där bakom. Den är väldigt hög den också.
If she misses this running into the top red stone, Casey Scheidegger can get full 4-foot behind that one, and Anna's draw will be much more difficult.
Well, she'll hit the one in the 8-foot, right? Just try to get them to stay.
True. So close to making that contact.
They make that harder than they should have.
Yes, now they're going to have to, again, they're going to end up hitting that one out in the side of the 8-foot that's open. But they have to hit and stay now.
Hit and stick,
right?
yes, exactly.
So is it harder to hit and stay, or is it harder to draw and beat that stone that's in the 8-foot? That's really the two choices that they had. So they're obviously comfortable playing the hit out in the wings. So no matter where this goes, as long as it gets anywhere buried, Anna Hasselborg is going to be hitting second shot, what will be second shot stone.
I think at least the same weight in this spot.
Scheidegger doesn't have to get too cute with this. Just get it past that one at the top ring into the 8-foot somewhere, and Hasselborg will be hitting the wide one.
Line's good. Where?
6.
Just a 5.
Don't have to.
Okay, line's getting close.
6.
Room. Line's good. Room. Right here.
Just a 6.
Room. Line's good. Really going right to my broom.
Oh, it just picked.
Oh, man.
Okay, that's okay.
That's not bad. Either way.
There's actually an easier shot. They could hit the one on the center line anywhere on the right-hand side with Peel if they wanted. Make the double. Or they could just throw the hit and stay. Like I said, it doesn't really change anyone's life much, the fact that that picked.
Då hade vi precis kant.
Ja, sätter spänn 9-7 på det där. Gillar du det?
Jag tror 9,5. Jag tror 9,7 så kommer den bryta lite. Okay. Jag tänkte den här isen 9,5, 9,3.
Ja.
Köp lite in, Victor.
Sätt du den.
It's all down now to this last rock, a hit and stick for Hasselborg. Final rock, 8th end.
Yep. Yep. 9,5. Yep. Yep. 9,5.
Great sweep.
It stays. It is 1, and that will be Anna Hasselborg getting the win, improving to 4-0. Casey Scheidegger at 3-1.
Thanks, Patty. Thank you. Good game.
6-3, the final score. We'll come back. 2 more games remaining here in Draw 9 in Toronto.
If Dan's mouth wasn't so full, he'd tell you that good food saves him from thinking about what to cook every night. The pepper is right over there, Dan. You got this, buddy. Good food. Try Canada's #1 meal kit on makegoodfood.ca.
Every day you go new places. A small change in how you do things, or moving your things to a whole new town, or many things to many towns all at once. No matter how small the move, it can be a big leap from where you are now. You've got it in you to go new places. So do we. We go there every day. We're here to help you move to places on the map, in the mind, in the heart, or all three.
Go new places with AMJ Campbell. Contact us at 888-AMJ-MOVE or amjcampbell.com.
Here in Canada, our dramatic climate has shaped us the same way it has shaped the land. This is where Pike Creek Canadian Whiskey's incredibly smooth taste was born, crafted by the elements. Pike Creek Canadian Whiskey.
Being a world-class curler
means you have to travel the world.
It's time away from family and friends.
And it can be a grind.
But since we've got Goldline on our team,
our gear is one thing we never have to worry about.
So we can enjoy all the places we go together.
Just a little bit more. Goldline.
The choice of champions.
It was never about the 82 games. No, it was always about this moment.
You think about the playoffs all year. It's a great group of guys out there that can make shots. That's what wins games.
The anticipation, the moment is here.
As a competitor, I'm trying to win every single night. At the end of the year, hold up that trophy.
Magic Raptors, Game 1, Saturday on Sportsnet 1. Pinty's Grand Slam of Curling on Sportsnet.
presents the 2019 Players Championship. Brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures. By Humpty's Family Restaurants, more great quality food for less. By Princess Auto, helping you make it work. By Boost, be up for it with Boost. By Coyote. If you have work to do, Coyote has the tractors and UTVs to do it. Coyote, we dig dirt. By Pike Creek Canadian Whiskey, crafted by the elements. And by Pinty's, making great food fun.
In Toronto and in draw 9, scoring 1 in the 8th end was Anna Hasselborg for a 6-3 win, improving to 4-0. In round-robin play, Team Scheidegger will drop to 3-1. Let's take a look now at our perfect finish.
After a steal of 2 in the 3rd end and a perfect come-around by Scheidegger, maybe to get 2 right back here, was Anna Hasselborg in the 4th end with this shot. Absolutely perfect. Dead raise, top button, and that led to another steal, and that gave her control of the game, which she would never give up.
Perfect finish brought to you by Pike Creek Canadian Whiskey, crafted by the elements.
What are we doing now?
Now to Sheet B, John Epping and Team DeCruz, with DeCruz leading 5-4, Epping with the hammer in 8.
I think this is the shot. If I open up the double tap the other way and leave him that in-turn freeze. Okay. Yeah, my good one. Yeah.
He's good in here.
Okay. Pair more, Matt.
Epping needs 2 here.
Whoa.
Lying 1 top of the button.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Sav. Gotta go, Sav. Make contact here. Oh, no. It's not good. I don't think I have enough weight, buddy. Hey, John. Ah, exactement. Ouais. C'est sûr que c'est possible. Ouais, c'est bien. Plus facile. Hein. Ouais. Avec la tendance.
Il a le I9, lui. Hein. On peut faire le I9. Hein.
Là. Hein?
Le I9 est là. Hein.
Non, mais...
That staggered situation up the middle now. I think if Benoit can get one into the side, they can almost get shot rock in there.
Yes, I think so too.
Okay. On fait ça. Hein? On fait ça.
Might leave the red, yellow up the middle if you get it
Même un petit
too
peu derrière,
deep.
là. C'est okay.
Oh, watch out for coming off the sidewall.
True.
Pas le temps, maintenant.
Couple of ways in there, I suppose.
Je pense, Benoît, il n'y a pas
John
besoin
would
de
love to come off the wing.
Non.
Yes, he made a career out of that shot a couple of
So
seasons
far,
ago.
That's right. What do you like this, Kevin? Let's top 4 then and cut off the draw, I suppose.
I think so. If you come too deep and be shot rock, you'll see John come off the side one, stick it for the deuce.
Wow, ça devrait revenir. Wow, 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 wow. Rien du tout. Rien, Sven. Mec. Attention. Ouais. Ça pique. Attention. Oh, oh. Sven. Yeah, has the curl. Yeah. Oh. Shut.
Oh no, not shot rock and left backing now.
Where do you want it, Johnny? Thinking like here.
Yeah.
That was a big mistake coming deep. If you're even a couple of feet short on the S in Pinty's, you'd be okay. But
might run even a little better.
Heavy helps John.
Yeah. Okay.
Not the easiest draw, but certainly makeable. It's easier now.
Especially when Team DeCruz was sweeping that rock very, very late.
And the last rock for Epping in the 8th.
Where? Easy. Line's good. Whoa. It's got a curl. Whoa. Sap, all you. Whoa. Put it on the tee. On the tee.
Attaboy.
Touch, John.
And nicely done for 2. John Epping with his last rock scores 2 for a 6-5 win over Peter DeCruz. That ups John Epping's record to 2 and 2 DeCruz 1 and 3.
Way to go. Clean it.
Good brush,
Good,
boys.
clean it. Oh, way to go, bud. Good run. Great car.
Boy, Savvy.
And there's one game remaining in draw 9, and that's into an extra end. Carrie Anderson only managed a single in 8. Now surrenders the hammer to Yoshimura in the extra.
Good. That's good. Very nice. Shot.
Yeah, she had a shot for 2 in the 8th end, but couldn't come through a narrow port to the 4-foot. And now is in some trouble.
Yes, Team Anderson had control of this game after 6 ends, gave up the steal in 7, and then missed the opportunity for 2 and 8.
Nice. Nice.
Well, how do we get to this extra end? And this is how it looked in 8.
Well, yeah, there's a situation where Carey looked at coming off the wide one, didn't like the draw, you know, and we had mentioned earlier to talk about the soft game for Carey Anderson. She was looking for a hit, anything to hit, but the proper call is to draw the button. But it's just big, just heavy, and the sweepers had to wait, and they just... It just didn't curl enough. That rock would have been back 8 and be back 12. So just a missed draw. It was a basic draw to the 4-foot to win the game, and just came up a little heavy. So now trouble in the extra end.
So took 1 in the 8th to force the extra.
As we get down to thirds last rocks here, just wonder whether it's...
Okay, nice.
Oh, that helped a lot. Moving that, I was going to say, go around that corner guard, get a good chunk of the 8-foot. That's even further over now. So you play the come round, they peel, you try to get one closer to the 8-foot perhaps. Try to tighten up the scoring area a little bit, but hard pressed to steal with 2 corner guards like that.
Line's good. All you. Line's nice. Got room, guys. Brands in. Brands in. You can go. You can go. Yep, hard finish. Yep. Really hard finish. Yep. Hard all the way back. Go. Yep. Hard, you got it. Go. Good. That's good. That's good. Nice.
Well, tucks it around the guard.
It's a nice draw.
Good sweep.
Decisions to be made now as we get to the skip stones. Henderson 0-4 in extra ends without the hammer this season, while Yoshimura is 1-0 with the hammer this season.
Yeah. But I think if we go in...
For a double. I think maybe just drive the center line and take our chances.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Not a lot of good options
like
here
high,
for Team Anderson.
Yeah, it has to be good enough that if she ignores it, we can use it. That's all.
Yeah. Well, we should be able to, just in between the...
Okay.
I think so.
I think it'd be a little harder if we were a little more on this side.
Yeah.
But...
Okay, then give me more ice, maybe.
Okay.
We're going to throw a guard.
Well, there's no chance that Yoshimura is going to leave the center guard.
Yeah. Maybe a little more there, Val.
I say no chance.
Little
There's
more,
a
right?
slight chance, but as long as she's comfortable outdrawing that stone that's just in the full 12-foot that's in play, that she should be peeling the guard. And then what? Then where do you go? That's the question. On Anderson's
Mine's
next.
good.
Probably go full 8 somewhere.
Just for weight. Okay,
Try to find
curling.
the tricky
Mine's
spot.
nice. Could go a little.
Throw way out here in the wings where it's tricky.
Just all you. Mine's nice. Good. Good judge. 15-5. Okay. まあ決まってんだけどねやる。いや大丈夫。大丈夫。OK。一応そっちも。後ろ見てくれ。OK。ちょっとここ膨らむから。だね。ヒールで。ゆみちゃんもうちょい狭くしてもらっていい？ちょっと落ちるここ。Somewhere. Oh, and maybe so that
Teaser with a hit.
She has a bigger roll out if she hits, and it's closer if she draws.
That's true. Don't mind that.
Throw an idea.
Just to move a little. Ticks it over. Perfect.
Wow. that was very close to a full flash on a center guard.
Skip
and you can stop there, clock. Or let it run, whatever.
You guys like here? Just teasing her a bit?
For sure. If it's curling so much leak sometimes, I think it's good to go right in the middle.
Well, no, we don't want to leave her hit.
No.
Yeah. Yes, it would have to be. It's either that or Ballard thought, like, edge here.
Just something different. Yeah. We don't know this path as well. Like, we probably know this wide path better.
Yeah.
To get there. But I don't mind this.
What do we want to see her throw? A draw?
She makes it be more over here. She's making a lot of draws. She hasn't had to throw a draw this way, really. It's over.
Yeah,
she threw that freeze in 7. That was it. We could go this way, like here, try and leave her this path.
Yeah.
This side's a little unknown. If we can make her go to this
Okay, maybe let's go right here.
The key here is you want to throw this in a spot where it's as much of the 8 foot as possible, where if
I think so, yeah.
Yoshimura noses it, it wouldn't be shot stone. So just almost full 8 foot, just above the I in Pinty's, I think is the call, the IN in Pinty's.
And there's a whole bunch of factors with this decision.
Yeah.
Do they know this path as sweepers? Because it's a pretty exact draw. And what do they want Yoshimura to play that would make her feel uncomfortable?
And you heard them say that Yoshimura threw the out turn, this exact path
so
in
block
the 7th end. So block this off.
So it's well thought out.
Bite the 8 foot. Almost full 8 foot. After watching that peel, you might want to make her hit.
I wondered that too. In the same spot, really.
Right.
Anderson's last rock with Yoshimura owning the hammer in the extra end.
Line's tight. You're in the curly stuff. Line's really
so need
tight.
to hit the rings.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Go. Go, 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 go. Keep going. Go, 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 go.
Hard. Okay.
Wow. And as suspected, Yoshimura is going to throw this draw she threw in 7.
ちょっと外目通るよね。外目通る。今のパスはちょっと重そうだったけど。でも中目だった今。あ、オッケー。外目のパスはあんまり変わってない。オッケー。今相手ちょっと中目だったから重たいライン入った感じ。オッケー。変わってないと思う。さっきそんな感じだった？最後。2だったけど、あ、オッケー。1中あれば余裕かなって感じ。オッケー。うん。時間余裕だよね。余裕だね。時間は大丈夫。はい。ちょっと曲がりはあるから。オッケー。
Last rock in the extra end. Sayaka Yoshimura.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice good. Yeah. Nice good.
Now just watching it, cleaning it. As this will slide in and be the winning shot for Yoshimura in an extra end, defeating Carrie Anderson by a score of 5-4 and getting her first victory. Interesting, both the Japanese teams now at 1-3 and will meet tomorrow morning. For Carrie Anderson, she'll slip to 1-3. So still plenty of work to be done to determine who's heading to the playoff round. Celebration now by the Japanese side. Looking at the women's standings, Pool A, Silvernagel leads at 3-0. Fleury 2-1. Homan is at 2-2. Jones, Tiranzoni, and Stern all with one victory. Stern at 1-3. Hasselborg, a perfect 4-0 in Pool B. Scheidegger 3-1. Carey's at 2-2. Anderson, Fujisawa, and Yoshimura at 1-3. On the men's side, Pool A, Nick Adine, Glenn Howard, Kevin Cooey, Reed Carruthers, all 2-1. Pool B, Jacobs, a perfect 4-0. He's playoff bound. Brad Gushu at 3-1. Botcher and Epping at 2-2. And guess what? They meet tomorrow. And that will be our first matchup. Draw 11. Noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific time on Sportsnet. Botcher and Epping. Left draw 12 at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on Sportsnet 1. Draw 13 at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. That will be on Sportsnet now. Our feature matchup, Anna Hasselborg and Casey Scheidegger. They both entered the evening with perfect 3-0 records. Anna Hasselborg with the victory, 6-3. So the Players' Championship underway. A lot will be determined tomorrow. Plenty of action coming your way. For Joe McCusker, Mike Harris, Kevin Martin, our entire Sportsnet crew, I'm Rob Foltz. Take care, everybody.